So I was feeling pretty nostalgic the other day and decided to take a gander at the old anime list and see if there were any movies or honestly anything that could send me back to those simpler times when you were just a kid, you know? And I could have put on any Ghibli movie or maybe watched Wolf Children for like the 100th time, but I don't know. I think I was feeling a bit super nostalgic that day because I decided to watch my favorite Naruto movie, Road to Ninja, which honestly, I think is really slept on by the community. I mean, I looked on YouTube for videos of people talking about this movie and there are damn near none. A little bit of backstory here is Naruto was actually all I could think about growing up. I mean, it was a pretty disgusting phase. You know those periods in your life where you're young and there's a thing that you really like, so you just attach onto it and it becomes your personality for a bit. It's kind of one of those situations, and the reason I bring this up is, while I don't quite share the same heightened feelings that I did for it back then, oh my god! It was very instrumental to my childhood growing up, so if nobody got me, I know Naruto got me.
Meet Uzumaki Naruto of Leaf Village Academy. Class clown, village idiot, troublemaker, you betcha. But looks can be deceiving. And this kid's got a lot of heart. He's also got one thing they don't have. An inner demon with a real attitude problem.
I'm a ninja now, and I want a ninja mission!
Naruto, an all-new episode, coming up next.
Let's go wild!
Alright, so let's talk about Road to Ninja. What the heck is it? Road to Ninja is an original story that follows Naruto and Sakura as they both have a bit of a Freaky Friday situation going on where they each end up trading places for a few days due to a certain someone's jutsu, and it's a bit random and ridiculous, but honestly, I don't really give a shit because it makes for a super fun ride.
This isn't funny, you know, damn it! Wyatt!
The movie starts with Naruto and a few friends coming back from one of their missions, and when they get to the village, everyone's parents are there and they're all mentioning ideas of promoting their children to Jonin, because, you know, that's like the next step in the ranks. If you don't really know what that is, it's basically going from a B tier ninja to an A tier ninja, something along those lines. And while this is happening, Naruto is of course saddened by it because, you know, he doesn't have any parents, so he's doing his typical same old, damn, parents, wish I had those, that sort of thing, right? Meanwhile, Sakura's parents, they're over here committing the most unforgivable crime of being cringe in public.
Mom, you don't have to say stuff like that in front of everyone.
Now, don't worry, dear. After all, Sakura has a great teacher to guide her. Just remember, if you got a good teacher, no one can beat you.
I wish that the two of you would just butt out of my life! You're annoying and not funny and act like fools!
Now, I won't lie, if I was in Sakura's position, I probably too would be upset, but damn, did she really have to say all that? I mean, oh my god.
Shut up! Just mind your own business!
You got it, I'll shut up. Shortly after this, Naruto thinks to himself, hey, maybe I could just go ask Iruka-sensei. I mean, he's always been like a father to me, and he's always had my back, so they meet up at the old Ichiraku ramen joint, and Naruto sits down and starts talking about how he's been feeling really alone lately, and how he wishes his father were here, and wishes that he had what his friends have, which is all very reasonable things. I mean, especially considering the situation and what's going on. And to my surprise, Iruka just starts screaming at him and is like, Naruto, nobody wants to hear about how dead your parents are. Geez, stop being so selfish. And I'm like, bruh, he was being vulnerable to you, and this man just starts yelling at him. I could definitely see Naruto being that one kid that just always has to kill the mood all the time with some super dark shit out of nowhere, but even so, this was just uncalled for. He wasn't really doing anything. So now Naruto gets pissed, understandably, and he leaves and bumps into Sakura, who also just had an argument with her folks. So they decide to just go on a walk. Or in Sakura's words, a date.
Come on! You're going on a date with me! Let's go!
Sure, okay. I'm up for some fun, but based on the way this date's starting,
Well, I do have the spotlight here. I do want to come out and say that yes, I am a Sakura fan, and I know I'm probably going to catch heat for this in the comments, but yeah, I don't care. I'm not saying she's the best, but hey, I like her, and what's so bad about that, you know? Tell me who's your favorite ninja girl in the comments. I'm actually pretty curious.
Sakura? Sounded like your mom wanted you to come back.
It's best to leave her alone. She's always like this, butting in on every little part of every little thing that you do and trying to tell you exactly how you should be doing it.
During Naruto and Sakura's date, Toby shows up and does his Doctor Strange mumbo jumbo, and he sends them to a mirrored universe. Now, this whole mirrored universe concept is very basic, and honestly, if they really wanted to, they could have done so much more with this idea. Sadly, the only thing that's actually mirrored in this world is just the way characters act, and I mean that in a very literal sense. Like, how cool would it have been if certain ninja were in different teams, or like if other characters adapted different fighting styles? That would have been super sick to see. It really does suck that we didn't get any of that, but you know what? It's okay, because there is a silver lining in all this. What we did get was slutty Hinata, and she's bad. What I mean to say is, she's bad, like, you know, always so negative all the time. Yeah, so anyway, it's shortly after their encounter with Toby that Naruto and Sakura notice these changes, right? It also turns out that no one in this world has even heard of Toby, so they just decide to lay low for a bit and gather some more information. During this time, this is where a lot of the goofy bits happen, and honestly, most of them are just not funny.
Hey, Minma, check this out. See? I got cat ears. Meow, meow, meow.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, come on. Don't you think that's funny?
Thought you, were cooking up some real heat with that one, huh? Yeah. I swear, whoever wrote these jokes needs to never write again. I don't want to see a pen, pencil, quill, keyboard, anything, typewriter in their hand ever again after this movie, because this is just criminal, right? And it's mainly anything to do with Kiba or Shino, because whenever they're on screen, all they do is dumb shit. Oh, look, he's shooting the thing that kills bugs at bugs, because, get it? He doesn't like bugs. Ha ha, it's so funny. Kiba is too busy playing pussy, and Shino just won't shut up about how much he likes bug. Hates bug. Anyway, other switch ups are not as bad. Like, I actually like how Sasuke is this playboy that just hits on all the girls in the village. And I thought this subversion of his character worked really well in the context of the movie. Sakura gets all excited when he starts rizzing her up, only to realize this man is trying to preserve the Uchiha bloodline for real. Like, you are a small factor in his greater plan, okay? After they finish goofing off, they all go home to see if anything has changed, and turns out Sakura's parents were the ones who gave their lives that day to save the village instead of Naruto's. And Sakura, like any normal person who finds out their parents are dead, gets fucking hyped! She's like, let's go! I can go and do whatever I want! Meanwhile, Naruto is homeless. Okay, well, maybe not exactly homeless. He had to sleep on a bench for one night because he couldn't find where the hell he lived. Next day, he finds his parents, and turns out they were on a mission, so he ends up joining them on their next one, and he's very skeptical, as he should be, because, you know, he's gone his whole life without having or meeting his parents, so he sees this as some sick, twisted game that Toby is playing with him just to fuck with him. And honestly, that's valid, and it's this internal conflict that I love about this movie, because even in the original series, Minato and Kushina were always fascinating characters to me, and I always felt like we weren't given enough screen time with them to really grow attached to them before they were taken away from Naruto. So for that reason, this movie is a real treat to me. You have this back and forth where Naruto of course doesn't want to get attached because he knows that none of this is real, and seeing him slowly break down and give in to living the childhood that he never got was really nice. And while most people may not care for it, I do think that Sakura's developments in this movie are great. It's not only giving her more of an appreciation for the life that she has, but it also makes her more empathetic to Naruto's situation. So Naruto says screw it, he'll go on the mission with them. They need to figure out more information about what's going on. So while he's on the mission, he's being very standoffish. He doesn't want to interact with his parents because this is all very emotionally manipulative for him, which is true. And during the mission, they end up in a fight, and Naruto realizes that some of his abilities are missing. He cannot go into Sage mode, he's nerfed, and he ends up getting himself in danger. So his mom jumps in to save his life. Seeing her almost die just to save him really throws him for a loop, and it's not until after this moment that he starts to have second thoughts about trusting his parents. Oh, I misspoke. It's not until after he gets bitch slapped by his dad that he starts to have second thoughts.
Look, I didn't ask her to jump in or to get hurt. I could have gotten past that attack by myself without her help.
Jokes aside though, this is one of my favorite scenes in the entire movie. Just seeing Naruto react to them both being very worried about him, and Kushina going in for the hug off the rip, and Naruto's like, what is this? I'm feeling things. And it's like, oh, he's breaking down. He's getting that love he's always wanted. And it's like, how can you not like that? You know, after 600-700 episodes of seeing Naruto being depressed on that swing set, how can you not get hyped when you see him finally get that family he's always wanted? On the other hand, Sakura is starting to realize that this whole being alone and an orphan shit, this is not the move. So she starts getting really, antsy about, hey, Naruto, like, you want to try and figure out a plan to get the hell out of here, And obviously Naruto takes the very mature approach of like, yeah, I like things here, but we got to go back. And I really appreciated that, because that really showed that Naruto's not stupid, right? He's not going to do the dumb thing where he's like, oh, I got a family here, I'm about to stay and kick back and relax, He still has his own dreams and aspirations back home. He still wants to become Hokage, all that stuff. That stuff doesn't go away just because he has this really nice and touching moment with this fake family, right? And I thought that was really smart and cool. And then, bam! Holy fuck! The village is under attack! Oh my god, is this the third act? Yeah, just when the internal conflicts were getting the most interesting, the movie sort of remembers that, oh yeah, it's a movie, so we need to have crazy bombastic action scenes. Let's get to that, which I get it, and I mean, it is a show about ninjas, and that is the thing, but as you could probably guess, the villain that's being mind controlled is none other than this world's version of Naruto. So they have to save him as well as save the village, because now there's this other nine-tailed fox from this world that's also wreaking havoc. So you do kind of get a really cool kaiju fight between the two foxes. But if you know me, I'm not a fan of these big monster fights in Naruto, at least. I always thought that it took away from the really cool ninja on ninja fighting. That was the stuff that I really liked. So this fight doesn't do too much for me, but I will admit, the imagery of seeing these two nine-tailed foxes go crazy and stuff, it is kind of cool. It's a little cool, But the real standout moment is seeing the Akatsuki come in as good guys. Like, they end up helping Naruto and Sakura win the fight, which was really unexpected. I remember being really shocked by that when I saw this for the first time, and even watching it this time, it still was really cool to see. I do kind of wish the animation was better in this movie. Like, if you compare it to any of the more popular Naruto movies, this one clearly didn't have the budget that those had, and the only thing about this that feels like a movie is those weird obligatory CGI sweeping shots that all anime movies must have for some reason. Yeah, those ones right there. Good B-roll. So anyway, the movie wraps up exactly how you think it would. They save the village, say their goodbyes, Sakura sees her parents again, and Naruto finds Iruka waiting for him at his apartment. They kiss, they make up, you know the deal. Road to Ninja is absolutely the most 7 out of 10 that ever 7'd, and that is okay, because the kid in me thinks it's a 10 out of 10.
What is a ninja? I asked that once when I was younger. A real ninja is one who endures.
An experimental version of the infinite Tsukuyomi.
Ugh, that's my dad!
No way. You're alive. Showing those fakes to me. Damn you, Madara.
All right, everyone, let's give this our all.
I hate the sound of bugs.
I feel like I'm losing my mind! Plus Sasuke's here, and my name is Menma! I mean, what in the hell is going on in this crazy world?
Like couldn't I have different parents? Ones I could respect like everyone else has. I'd be better off without them. It's Sasuke!
I will always be here for you, Sakura.
There are people here who shouldn't be. Ones who've died or alive. What kind of world is this anyway? Can I ask you something? Are you actually happy in this world, Naruto? What you put me through? I'm so glad you weren't hurt.
My whole life, I've never known anything like this. Thank you. For all of it. So, Sakura, next time can we go on a real date?
Are you kidding? Don't you think that one was long enough?
What? You call what we went through a date?